Welcome to the Roulette Master TV, where we go back in time to reveal unbelievable roulette systems of the past. Today's system is currently trending on YouTube, and it's called Created by a Genius, #1 math-based roulette system. Here we go. Let's get started.
This is the Roulette Master, and I'm so excited today because a mathematician just developed the best roulette system ever. He said he's been waiting to share this one with the world, and he's finally ready. Oh man, I can't wait for this one. And this one's called the Rocket. And today we're going to put the Rocket up against an incredible roulette system, the Three Wise Kings. We're going to start with that first, and let's see which one of these systems makes the most money in 15 minutes. Boy, this should be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see the new system of the day. Let's start with the Three Wise Kings first, and let's place the bets on that one, and here we go. Okay, that's a $30 bet to start. We have 6 streets covered and $5 on each. Let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. That's a 15 black. Okay, we lost the first one, and when you lose, this is the next step. So you add some additional bets, but you don't increase the size of them. Just like this. And then you spin at a $75 total bet. All right, here we go. That's a 20 black. All right, we got it. That's a $45 win. You can see now we're at 15, and we go back to where we started. So let's go back to the original bet. And that's a $30 bet, $5 on 4 streets again. Let's go ahead and spin. And that's a 0. So we definitely lost that one. Let's add those bets back in again. Now this system adds a 0 in after a little while, and I'll share with you when that is as we go through. So let's go ahead and put the bets back out. Okay, now we're at $75 total bet. And let's spin. That's a 32 red. And that's a nice $45 win. We're up 30. So now we go back to where we started. And here we go. And let's spin. And the first time I shared this one with you, we did it European style. Today we're going to try it American style with a 0-0-0. And because I know a lot of you have to play with that. And now you guys will have both options to see. We lost that one, so let's add those back in again. And I can't wait to share with you what happens when you lose at this one. We'll see if we get a win here or if we lose. But we do have a much better chance of hitting it once we add these in. There's a lot more numbers covered. And let's spin. That's a 19 red. That's another nice win of $45. Now we're up 45. We go back to 30. All right, let's go ahead and spin again. This is the Three Wise Kings. Did incredible the first time. Again, we did it European style the first time. Today we're doing with the American wheel, and that's a loss. So let's go ahead and we'll add those back in again. Here we go. Okay, it's back at $75. Let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 6 black. That's a nice win. Okay, now we're up $60. Let's go back to 30. And here we go. I'll share with you the rest of it as we go through. That's a 22 black there. And we just missed it, so let's add those bets back in again. Here we go. This is the Three Wise Kings. And if we lose this one, I'll share with you what to do next. But we'll have plenty of time to show you everything. We're going to do 15 minutes with each of these systems like we always do so that you guys can see the ups and the downs with any system. And that's a $45 win. We're up 75. And we go back to where we started. Okay, back at $30. Let's go ahead and spin. So far, so good. And that's a 4 black. And that's a nice $30 win. It's nice when you can get some there. We're up 105. We haven't really got too many wins at the base level yet, but when you do, it really pays. And that's a 12 red. We lost that one, so let's add those bets back in again. Again, we're not increasing them. We're just adding more of them. Okay. Okay, $75 total bet again. Let's see if we can get a win. And that's an 8 black. It's another nice $45 win. We're up $120. Let's go back to 30.
No more bets.
There's a lot more to this one, so make sure you watch the whole video because there's a lot more steps that you need to know if you continue to have losses. And there's a nice win there. Again, at base level, that's really good profit. We're up $150, and we're still at base level $30, $5 on 6 streets. That's a 31 black. Another nice win, and now we're up $180.
No more bets.
And about only 4.5 minutes in. I can't wait to see where this one takes us today. And I can't wait to share with you the incredible new the Rocket Roulette system coming up. I love when people say that their systems are based on math and that they're mathematicians, because that's pretty cool to have someone with that kind of expertise developing systems.
No more bets.
Let's go ahead and spin again. Here we go. And let's see what we get. That's an 8 black. Another nice win. We're up $195. Okay, let's go back to 30 and
No
spin.
more bets.
And here we go. That's a 32 red. Another nice $30 win. We're up $225.
No
So
more
starting
bets.
great again, but we're only 5.5 minutes in. We'll see where it takes us today. And that's a 29 black. Another nice $30 win, doubling that up, and we're up $255 and still at
No
base
more
level. All right, here we go. That's a 7 red. Another nice win. Now we're up $285
No more bets.
and just cruising right along right now. That's a 23 red. Just missed it. Let's add those bets back in. Oops, let me fix that one. There we go.
No more
Okay,
bets.
$75 total bet here. Let's see if we get the win or if we have a loss. That's a 13 black. Okay, that's a loss. So what we do now is we go up a unit. So all these 5s are going to go to 10s.
No more bets.
We're not doubling, we're just going up a unit from 5 to 10. That's a 26 black. Okay, another loss. So we go up another unit. So again, we're going to add $5 to each of these. So they're going to go from 10 to 15. They started at 5, went to 10. Now they're going to go from 10 to 15. And once we get these placed, we'll go ahead and spin. And you might say, well, what happens if you win and you're not in session profit? I'm going to share that with you here in a minute. Hopefully we'll get a win soon, and that's another loss. Okay. All right, so you can see now all of a sudden we're down temporarily. We're going to add another unit here. Okay, just like that. Now we're going 15 to 20. Just leveling up, and now we're at $300 total bet. And let's go ahead and spin. That's a 5 red. Okay, that's a nice $180 win, but you see we're not in session profit. So when that happens, what we do is we go back a unit. So we go take 5 off each one of these. Here we go. And then now we're at $225 total bet. Let's go ahead and spin. Okay, that's a 6 black. And that's a nice $135 win. Now we're back up 300 and we can restart. So let's go ahead and do that. Back to 30 where we started, and let's spin. Now we're back in session profit and we're good to go for now. And that is a 19 red. Another nice $30 win. Now we're up 330. Even after all those losses, we recovered nicely. And here we go. That's a 25 red. That's a loss. Let's add those bets back in again. Again, we're not increasing them. We are just adding more in. They're all still at $5 until we lose again. And let's go ahead and spin. We're at $75 total bet, 8.5 minutes in. That's a 15 black. That's another loss, so we go up a unit. That means all these 5s go to 10s. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 7 red. That's a nice win. We're up 345, so we can restart back to 30.
No more
And
bets.
here we go. That is a 29 black. Another nice win. We're up $375.
No more bets.
And let's go ahead and spin. That's a double zero there, and we lost that one. So let's add those bets back in. There's going to be a time I'm going to tell you about here in a little bit when we do use the zeros, but we're not doing that yet. Okay, we're at $75 total bet. Let's go ahead and spin. And that's a 20 black. That's a nice win of 45, and now we're up $390. We go back to 30. Put those back out there. The 3 wise
No
kings.
more bets.
And let's spin. Almost 10 minutes in now with this incredible new roulette system. And we just lost that one. Let's go ahead and add those bets back in. Okay, we're at $75 total bet. This is a $2,000 bankroll system, but you can also do this with $400 and dollar units. So anybody can play this. You just have to adjust it so that it fits how much you want to play for. And that's a loss. So we're going to make all these 5s go up 1 unit from 5 to 10.
No more bets.
And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 10 black. And we lost again, so we go up another unit. So now we go from 10 to 15. We were at 5, we went to 10. Now we're going from 10 to 15. Okay, we're at 225 total bet, 11 minutes in. And here we go. That's a 34 red. Another loss. Okay, so you can see it dropped us back to $90 profit. Temporarily, we're going to go up another unit. Okay, and now we're going from 15 to 20. Okay, now we're at $300 total bet, and let's spin. That's a 16 red. That's a nice $180 win, but you see we're not in session profit, so we go back a unit. So we take 5 off of all these bets. That puts us back at 225 total bet, and let's spin. That's a 33 black, and that's a nice win. Now we're at $405. We drop back to $30. Now, if we had lost more times, if you have multiple losses and you go into the negative, what you want to do is you want to put $5 on the 000. If you're playing European style, you're going to put it on the 0, and then you're just going to leave that there. You're not going to add to it. But only do that if you've had a bunch of losses and you're down. So let's go ahead and spin, and we're back to the $30 original bet. That's a 32 red. Okay, that's a win, and we're at 435.
No more bets.
All right, doing fantastic again with the 3 wise kings. And that's a 24 black. And that's a loss, so let's go ahead and add those bets back in again. Again, we're not increasing them, we're just adding in more bets. Just like that. And let's go ahead and spin. This is a $75 total bet now. Just added more bets in there. Still at $5 per bet. And that's a loss, so we go up another unit. So all these 5s are going to go to 10.
No more bets.
And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 22 black. We lost again. So we'll add another unit. So we'll go from 10 to 15. Just like that. Okay, we're at 225 total bet now. All right, here we go. And that's a 2 black. We lost again. So that dropped us back to 135 profit. We add up, we go up another unit. So here we go. Okay. Okay, we're at $300 total bet now. And let's go ahead and spin and see what we get. That's a 34 red, another loss, and that one put us into the negative. So if we get too many more, we'll add that $5 on the 000. But for right now, let's go ahead and just put $5 on each one again. We'll add it in. Okay, and we're at $375 total bet. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this system responds to all these losses. That's another loss. So we're going to go ahead and add that $5 bet in now on the 0 double 0. And we're going to add 5 to all these. Okay, we're at $455 total bet now. And let's spin. And that's a 6 black. Okay, that's a nice $265 win there, but you see we're not in session profit, so we go back $5 on each one of these bets. Okay, that puts us back at $380 total bet. We took $5 off each one when we got the win, and that's a 24 black. And we lost again, so we go up another unit. So here we go. Okay, now we're at $30 on each, and we just passed the 15-minute mark, and I think we're not up. So we're going to play this one a little longer because I know a lot of you are really interested to see how this one does when it's in trouble. Because I've seen a lot of them. We're actually up right now. We're up $30, but we're not in session profit. So let's go back a unit as we do with each win. And now we're at $380 total bet again. Let's go ahead and spin and see if we can pull ourselves into a better position. And that's a 17 black. Okay, it didn't take too long. Now we're back up $250. And fantastic. So it did come back nicely. We're not in session profit. But it did recover, and it did really well. So I'm glad you guys got to see how this one did with under adversity. Remember, it's 1 forward, 1 back. So if you win one, you go back $5 on each one of the bets. If you lose, you add $5 to each one of the bets, and that's the 3 wise kings. So now it is time for the incredible new system of the day. I can't wait to share this one with you. Let's just jump right in and get started. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for the incredible new Rocket Roulette system by William. Let's go ahead and place the bets, and here we go. He says you can use any outside bet to get started. Let's go ahead and we'll start on black for $10. And I can't wait to share this one with you. It has a lot of different parts of it, and if you lose, you just go up a unit, but that's a small part of this. So let's go 10 to 20, and we'll stay on black. Here we go. Okay, we lost again. So we can let's try black again for 30.
No more bets.
And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. Ooh, and a 0. That's not the best start. Losing 3 in a row, but that's okay. We're only losing. We've only lost $60 so far, so we're okay. And now we're going to go to 40.
No more bets.
All right, here we go. Okay, we got the win finally. So now we take the $40 bet and we put it on 2 columns. Okay, just like that. $80 total bet. And let's go ahead and spin. That's a 5 red. We got the win. When you get the win, you leave one of these bets the same, and then the other one you double. So we're going to go from 40 to 80 on one of those bets. The one on the top there in the 3rd column is going to stay at 40.
No more bets.
And here we go. If we hit the one on the top, we break even. And we hope that we hit this one in the 2nd column before the 1st. But we did not. And that's the worst thing that can happen. So if that does happen, what you do is you just go back to the start and you go up a unit from 40 to 50.
No more bets.
Let's go ahead and spin. That's a 27 red. And we lost, so we'll go to 60 on, actually let's stay on black. We don't want it to go back and forth, but let's go ahead and spin and see if we can get this going in the right direction. Okay, there's a win on 17 black. Fantastic, so now we'll put 60 out on 2nd and 3rd column and spin, and let's see what we get here. Okay, that's a 26 black. We got the win, so now one of these is going to double. So choose which one you want to double. We'll go ahead and double the 2nd column. We'll go from 60 to 120, and then if we hit 3rd column, it'll break even. Okay, that's a 23 red. Okay, that's a $180 win. We completed the cycle. Fantastic. So we're up $150 now. Now we go back to the start. And let's go black for 10.
No more bets.
All right, here we go. That's a 13 black. Okay, when you win, you take the $10, which is what we have, and we put it on 2 of the
No
columns,
more.
and you can decide which 2 columns you want. That's a 7 red. Okay, we lost, and if you lose, you just go back to the start and you go up a unit. So we're going to have $20 now instead of
No
10
more.
on the starting bet. Okay, that's a 4 black. We won, so we'll put 20 on 2 columns. Just like
No
that,
more.
and spin. See if we can get the win here with 24 numbers covered. And that's a 24 black. We did not. Okay, so we'll have to go back to the start. Instead of 20, we're going to go to $30.
No more
And
bets.
let's go ahead and spin. Usually you have a pretty good chance of hitting those with the 2 dozens. We haven't so far. So we lost at 30. That means we're going to go to 40. Okay?
No more
And
bets.
let's go ahead and spin it. $40 total bet. Okay, we got the win on 33 black. So now we take 40 and we put it on 2 columns.
No more bets.
And spin. Let's see if we can get the win on one of these 2. Don't hit the 0. My goodness. That's the absolute worst thing that can happen. So now we go back to the beginning. Instead of at 30, we're going to be at 40.
No more bets.
And those zeros can get you sometimes. That's a 26 black. We got the win. So now we put 40 on 2 of those.
No more bets.
2 columns. And let's go ahead and spin. That's a 16 red. All right, we finally got a win on one of those columns. So now we're going to double one of them. So let's double the one in the middle to 80. The other one stays at 40, which means if you hit first column, it'll break even. And the idea is you want to hit second column before you hit third column.
No more bets.
So let's see if we can do that. And let's spin. That's a 9 red. Ouch, we hit third column right away. That hurt. So now we're going to go from 40 to 50 and start over. Let's switch back to red. See if it repeats there. He says you can move around the bet that you start on. It doesn't matter as long as you pick an outside bet, and we won at 50. So let's pick two columns at 50 each and spin. Then we'll check our balance and see where we're at after all those losses. That's a 35 black, and we got the win. So we double one of those columns. So we'll go second column, we'll double. That means if we hit first column, we break even. Let's try to stay away from third column. And we did. That's a 35. That's a $150 win. Okay, so we're up $260 now, even after all those losses. Wow, what a great deal that was. Okay, let's start back over and let's go red for 10.
No more bets.
That was a nice comeback. After all those losses, I didn't expect to be up, let alone up $260. And we lost that one, so we'll go up a unit. We'll go 10 to 20.
No more bets.
And we're on red. Here we go. Okay, we lost again, 22 black. And William says you can move these around if you want to. Let's try black for 30.
No more bets.
Hopefully it doesn't switch back to red. It might. In this case, it helped us out though. So we got the win. And now we'll pick 2 columns. And this time we'll leave that second column out.
No more bets.
We'll go 30 each on first and third column. And that's a 15 black. Okay, we got the win. And now we're going to double one of these. So let's go ahead and we'll double first column. From 30 to 60, that means the third column will break even. Second column will lose and have to start over. And first column would be a win, but the worst thing that can happen is if you hit 0. That really hurts. So now all of a sudden, then we have to go back to the beginning and start over. That dropped us back to $200 profit, but at least we're in profit. So those So now we're going to add $10 to the starting bet where we were before. And so we were at 45. Let's see what we were at here. So, okay, we were at 40 on each before we had to double one. So that means we started at 20. That means we go up a unit to 30. So let's go red for 30 and spin. See if we can complete another cycle. We're almost 8 minutes in, and that's at 13 black. We should have stayed on black there, but you never know. And look at all that. There hasn't been a red number since the 23. So we'll go ahead and go up a unit and stay on red. I hope that that ends. And now we have a $40 bet on red. Finally hit one, so that's good. And now we put 40 each. We'll go second and third column for 40 each right now. Ouch. That hurt. So that means we go from 40 to 50 and start over. So let's go ahead and spin at 50. And it's too bad when you don't win on the with the 2 dozens, but it happens sometimes. Okay, we lost again, so we'll go to 60 and spin with $60 on red. And now we're hitting, and I'm glad you get to see the highs and the lows with what we have going on right now, because we're definitely on a losing streak right now. And we're up $20. We've dropped back and lost most of our profit. But since the bet's a lot higher right now because of all of our losses, once we do complete a cycle, it's going to pay more. So we're going to be at 80 now. Let's see if we can get a red number here at $80. And it just keeps hitting black. There hadn't been very many red numbers in a long time, only that 1 in 16. But let's stay on red. We don't want to switch it at this point. Unless we lose a few more here, we'll see. Okay, we finally got the win on 19 red. Let's see if we can complete a cycle. And now we're going to be at 90 on, let's do second and third column at 90 each. And we need to eventually win one of these ones here. I think we did finally. That's a 35. But we need to win the next one also. And it's okay if we have some break evens, which I'll show you here in a second. So we're going to double one of these. Let's double this one to 180. And that means we want to hit third column before we hit first column. And that's a 29 black. And that's a break even. So that's okay. That doesn't hurt us any. We just need to hit third column before we hit first column. And that's a 30 red. And we did it. That's a $270 win. Now we're back up $320. So you can see by us increasing the starting bet by 1 unit, once you complete the cycle, it pays off. So now we can start back over. Let's go red for 10. We're 10.5 minutes in out of 15 with the rocket from William. And that's an 18 red. We got the win. Okay, so let's go ahead now and we'll move these $10 bets to the columns. And let's see if we can get a win on second and third column here with the rocket roulette system from William. That's a 26 black. Now things are turning around, and we're going to double one of those bets. Let's double the second column. That means we'll break even on the third and lose on the first. That's a 15 black. And we broke even. So again, that doesn't hurt us any. We just need to hit second column before we hit first column to complete the cycle. And that's a 14 red. And we did it. That's a $30 win. Now we're up $370. So we start back over and we'll be on red for 10. And you can pick any of these outside bets that you want. He says it doesn't really matter. You just try to find the one that is working the best. And if you lose, you go up a unit. So we're going to go 10 to 20. And that's a win there. And the reason it's so important to go up a unit when you lose is because when you complete the cycle, it makes a lot more money for you. So we'll put those out there now. We'll do, let's do second and third column. I mean, first and second column now for 20 each. And the zeros are the worst with this one. We got the win there. So let's go ahead and let's double one of these from 20 to 40. And then the other one stays at 20. That means now we need to hit first column before we hit third column. And that's a 7 red. And we did it. That's a $60 win. We completed the cycle. Now we're at $460. So let's switch back. Well, no, let's stay on red. I have a feeling it's going to be a red color run. Let's see if that's right. All right, good deal. 36 red. Okay, so we'll pick 2 columns. Let's go second and third again. We'll mix it up a little bit. And that's a 31 black. We lost, so we just go back to the beginning and we go up a unit, so 10 to 20. So let's stay on red for 20. Here we go. Okay, we got it, 19 red. Fantastic, so we'll put 20 on 2 columns and spin. Another 0, man. Ouch. Okay, so that means we go 20 to 30 and we start over. Let's go black now for 30. Okay, we got that. So we'll put 30 on 2 columns and let's spin. Let's see if we can hit one and stay away from the first column. That's a 23 red. We got it, so we need to double one of those. Let's go ahead and we'll double the one we just hit, the second column. And let's see if we can hit it again before we hit the first column. And it's okay if we hit the third, it'll just break even. That's an 18 red. And that's a break even, that won't hurt us any. So we just need to hit the second column before we hit the first. That's a 4 black. Ouch, we lost that one. And that one hurt a little bit, but that's okay. If you see where we were at before, we had 60 and 30. So that means that 30 was what we were at before. So we go up a unit from 30 to 40. And we'll be on red for 40. And let's go ahead and spin. Okay, we lost that one. So we go to 50. Okay, and we're up $360. And we have a $50 bet on red. 15 seconds left with this one. And we lost again. Okay, we just ran out of time. So in 15 minutes, we made $310 profit. And if that had recovered, we would have made a lot more. But you guys test this one out and let me know what you guys think of the Rocket Roulette system from William. He says he's a mathematician and he used his math skills to create this one. And that's pretty exciting. And if you guys want to send a system in like him, send that to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And that's what it's all about, in the search for the best roulette system possible each and every day. If you're enjoying that search, please like, share, and subscribe. And let's keep growing this community of people that absolutely love roulette like I do. And this is the Roulette Master. And have a great day, everybody.